Welcome to the American Dream. I have got the dynamic duo team to introduce to you once again, Kat and Casey. It's Catherine Elliott. She is the owner of Kat and Casey. And we have Casey Elliott, who is a realtor and also a digital marketing specialist. So great to see you both again.
Thanks, Amy.
Good to see you, Amy.
So, Casey, I want to ask you first. I know we talked before, but I want our viewers to know, tell us about your background and what makes you such an expert with digital marketing.
Well, you know, it all comes back to the boy band, you know, at the end of the day.
And the groupies.
So I'm a member of a singing trio called Gentry. We've been #1 on a few different Billboard charts, and we actually like to call it a man band because we're all over 30, and so it's technically we can't be a boy band anymore.
And they had facial.
If you look really closely, you can see that.
Yeah.
But no, as part of being a part of that group has really taught me a lot about digital marketing, especially marketing online and social media, and the power that exists on those channels. And the reason for that is you're able to target people a certain way that you can't do with any other medium. And that's because when we're online, what we're doing is kind of monitored and tracked, and we kind of develop this online profile. And with that, we can kind of determine who these buyers are for these homes and very specifically market to them and not just everybody. So we get a lot more bang for our buck, and we're able to more specifically target our listings to the right kinds of buyers.
It is so awesome. And Casey, I'm a huge fan of yours, very familiar with your music. We come from the same world, and so I totally get it. And you are head on how you can transition your background and being a digital marketer for yourself as an incredible artist and saying, hey, this works in the real estate market as well. This can help buyers and sellers. This can make an impact and make a difference, which it truly is doing for the business that you guys have together now. And also, Catherine, you're such an amazing home stager. You have an incredible background and expertise in that. Tell us the important parts of factors that go into that for you, for helping your clients.
Well, really probably the most overlooked component is really just creating the canvas and getting the canvas right. And when I say the canvas, we're talking about the foundation of the home. So a lot of times it will be the wall color. And so it's really important to address that and to have that neutral enough canvas that you can mail different colors to. So we actually brought some different colors this season for the fall 2018 fall season. We're seeing a lot of the carryover from last season of the blue. So the blue and the white is also very, very trending still. And with that blue and white, we're carrying over now all different kinds of greens. And the green is actually it's kind of fun. In the 60s, this green was avocado. Then it graduated to army green in the 80s. And then in the 90s, it went to olive when everything was Tuscan and all the rage. And now it is pistachio. So now it has a really highfalutin name, but it's also mixed with this beautiful dark, and I don't know if you can see this green, but it's a very dark, almost an army green velvet. And what we're excited about is that very inexpensively, you can actually transition your home into these more trending looks. These were pillow covers from IKEA for under 10 bucks. You can buy them, they're zippered pillow covers, and cover existing pillows to really update your room and freshen up the space. So the important component is always try and have as neutral or as a meldable neutral background as possible on your walls. Last year's trending designer gray is still a really popular carryover for this season because these blue and green color palette just goes beautifully with that. And so if you have that on your walls and your furnishings are complementary to that, you're already ahead of the 8 ball when it comes to getting your house ready to stage and put on the market, because you're going to be able to transition it very easily now into the trending look and design.
I just love it. I think I'm ready, as probably as well as a lot of the viewers, going to be running to IKEA to get those great colors and give a facelift. Is fantastic. I know that you also have a property and a great listing right now. Why don't you share this with us real quick?
Yeah, so this property is located in Sandy, Utah. It's in this very prestigious community called Pepperwood. It's on the east bench of the valley. Incredible mountain views of the Wasatch Mountains and the valley. And this is actually a really great example of kind of this neutral color palette that Kat just mentioned. This home, as you can see in some of these pictures, it originally had this very dark kind of Tuscan look, which was very popular in the early 2000s. It was a very rich, popular look, but in today's buying market, most buyers aren't about the darker colors. They walk into the house, and a lot of feedback that we were getting was, man, this just feels really dark and kind of oppressive. And so luckily the homeowners took that to heart. They had the entire home repainted. And what's interesting about these photos that you're seeing is you'll see the exact same staging with the lighter colors. And so you can see what a difference just that paint color can make. And like Kat mentioned, it's really because it neutralizes that palette. It creates kind of this canvas. And then we can create and very specifically target this to the right buyers with the accent pieces.
So now the house is really breathing, Amy. As before, it's beautiful and it was rich, but now it's breathing. It really is accenting and complementing all the light coming in from the celestial windows that cover this home and really take in this most stunning part, the money shots, so to speak, of this home, and that are the views. That the views that are out the windows of this home really do warrant the $1.2 million price tag. And being up there next to that canyon where you feel like you're in a little piece of Switzerland is absolutely amazing. So we want to encourage everybody to give us a call and set up your own showing so you can see the difference. If you've seen the pictures online before of the before and we're thinking, I love the space, I could do so much with this space, but it just doesn't breathe enough for me, come up and see the difference. And we're so appreciative of the homeowners for being so amendable and so agreeable to work with us and to be able to be teachable enough and really take on the challenge and the financial commitment to paint this entire home with professional contractors that came in and did this. So it's not a made by me quick. I mean, they did it quickly, but it looks like $1 million. And you'll see in the pictures, it really translates into a completely different home.
Well, it sounds absolutely amazing. I'm so glad you brought it in today to talk about. And you guys are both contagious, just a dynamic team. Love having you on the show. Thank you again for being a part of it today. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Amy.
Thanks, Amy.
We'll be right back with more of The American Dream.